I think this Global Plastics Treaty, which made historic headlines earlier in March this year at the Nairobi UN General Assembly, is really a historic treaty because it brings together nation states for the first time to legislate the use of plastic. And I think that we've seen from this session today that there are many key stakeholders that are shaping the global agreement from the perspective of government, business, as well as civic society. And some of the views that were shared was that this global treaty has to be fit for purpose. It needs to have caps. It needs to have a polluters pay principle, and it needs to address the whole life cycle of plastics. So looking really holistically at how plastics is used and consumed throughout the entire economy, and then also enabling a circular economy infrastructure to thrive around the plastics industry. I think you heard the Norwegian Environment Minister say that 2 years actually is a very, very short blip of time when you think about negotiations. So I think it's highly ambitious that they've set themselves a 2-year time frame by 2024 to adopt it. But as we've heard from the panelists, we are facing a huge plastics pollution crisis, and we need to move with speed, and we need to move with scale, and it needs to have we need to have a level playing field as well, so that businesses know how to respond and they are not just acting alone. So I'm really optimistic because I think this really shows that when we have a real tangible problem, then really kind of nation states can come together and work with other sectors of society to really solve this problem. Yeah, I think we saw like a whole wide range of really interesting ideas, one of which was to actually have like a recycled content index that reflects the value of plastics that were used in a consumer product so that consumers can make the right decisions. There were also suggestions that we should look at the additive chemicals that are put into plastics because it makes them very highly unrecyclable. Some other ideas included organic waste separation. A lot of the plastics pollution that we see is mixed with organic waste, which then makes it very hard for it to be collected and then reprocessed as well. And then finally, I think the real key point really is that we must influence the right behavior with incentives. So using a carrot and stick approach to ensure that we have polluters pay principles, but then we also have incentives to influence consumer behavior to enable the recycling and processing of plastics.